What is foreseeability in contract law and breach remedies? Imagine you sign a contract to sell a custom-made piece of equipment. If the buyer breaches the contract, how do you figure out what damages you can get back? That's where foreseeability comes into play. It's a key idea in contract law that helps decide what kind of damages can be claimed when someone breaks a contract. Think of foreseeability as the ability to predict what might happen if the contract is broken. It's about whether the damages were something both parties could reasonably expect when they made the deal. When courts look at foreseeability, they check if the damages were a natural result of the breach. For example, if you agree to deliver a product by a certain date and the buyer cancels, you might lose profits from that sale. If those profits were obvious at the time of signing, they are considered foreseeable. But if you lose a contract with a different company because of the breach, that might not be foreseeable unless you could have reasonably predicted it. Foreseeability is measured from the moment the contract is made, not when the breach happens. So, both parties should think about what damages could happen if things go wrong when they sign the agreement. If damages are foreseeable, the breaching party is responsible for paying them. If not, they might not have to pay for damages that are too remote or unexpected. Damages that are usually foreseeable include costs to fix the breach or profits that could have been earned. For example, if a supplier fails to deliver parts on time, the buyer can recover costs for delays and lost sales that were predictable. On the other hand, damages like emotional distress or damages from unrelated third parties are often not recoverable because they are not foreseeable. Knowing about foreseeability also helps during contract negotiations. Parties can include clauses that limit liability for damages that are hard to predict. This way, they can protect themselves from unexpected costs. When it comes to breach remedies, foreseeability influences what damages are awarded. Expectation damages aim to put the non-breaching party in the position they would have been if the contract was performed. These damages are only awarded if they are foreseeable. Reliance damages cover expenses made based on the contract, but again, only if those expenses were foreseeable at the time of signing. Courts often limit damages to what was predictable when the contract was formed. This prevents a party from being responsible for all possible consequences of a breach, only those that were reasonably expected. In business, understanding foreseeability helps manage risks and plan for potential problems. It guides how contracts are written and what damages can be claimed if things go wrong. By considering what damages are foreseeable, businesses can better protect themselves and create clearer agreements.